Wow. Tell us now, you said you have a business, you have a training business. Tell us about the benefit of having a passive income.
Oh, wow. The benefits of having multiple streams of income.
That's it.
Um, Now, my advice to a lot of people is, if possible, if you can, don't even get a job at all. Just
Hmm.
start your own business.
Wow.
As you start your own business, begin to grow it. Look at Amazon today. Name it. The various companies that are so big today started from somewhere,
Hmm.
and they started very small. So my advice to people is, if you can start a business, just start a business. However, if you don't have the finances to do so, although my pastor says if you want to start a business, you can, because with faith, you anticipate and it will happen.
That's it.
Get a job. Um, and sometimes you can actually use that job to gain experience as to how to set up your own company. So, for
Hmm.
instance, you can be working in a nursing agency, and from there, you gain experience to set up your own agency. Now, it is very important that you have passive income. So you're not only depending on one source of income, which is, now when we say passive, passive means you're just doing something on the side, and mostly it is a business that is bringing in income. So it's not a 9 to 5 job, or if it's for nurses, 8 to 8, 12 hours, or 13 hours job where you're expecting a salary to come in. Now, the problem with not having a passive income is, what if this during this era of the pandemic, a lot of people began to realize the importance of a passive income, because a lot of people lost their jobs. Now, I'll give you an example. When I was among those who were administering the COVID vaccine, we had pilots who were now working as vaccine and ministers or administrators who were
Yeah.
administering the vaccine. We had pilots, we had flight attendants, we had medical students are in the field. We had different people from restaurants, because they had lost their jobs. Now, if they
Oh,
had passive income, what they would have done, especially if it was online, was to put in more time into the company that is generating the passive income. And within this period, because a lot of people have gone online
yeah.
to buy things, their business would have flourished. So it's very important to have passive income. And I'm
Hmm.
speaking to anybody out there, if you do not have passive income, I will advise you to set up something. And it doesn't matter whatever it is, as little as it may look now, it will flourish, it will grow.
Wow.
And the plan actually, and the goal, the target in life is, you have your job, which is bringing in a lot.
Yeah.
Then the passive income is there, but gradually your passive income should take over, and you should leave your job and
That's
develop
it.
your organization. And when you develop your organization, you're actually helping other people, because you're going to employ more hands.
That's it.
So you therefore be influencing other lives as well.
Perfect.
Passive
Wow.
income is very important.
That question has been answered. There's nothing for me to say there, you know. So passive income it is.
Yes, very
Now,
important.
very important. Look at those pilots who were in the plane telling us,
Yeah,
put on your seatbelt now. No more
yeah,
jobs. Nobody's
no,
flying. They had to
yeah,
look for other jobs. So if they
yeah,
had a business, they would have taken that time of not flying to flourish their business.
yes.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Another question, you see, think back to when you were 17 years. What would be your advice to a 17 years old out here today?
My advice to a years old person, a young lad or a young lady or girl, is to have a vision board. I talked about that in my program.
That's it.
Have a vision board and have goals. Have immediate goals,
Mm-hmm.
have short-term goals, and have long-term goals. Your vision board is your vision board, because you are seeing it.
Yeah.
So you have the vision. If I tell you that I'm looking at something and it looks black, I'm looking at it, it looks black to me, even if it looks white to you.
Mm-hmm.
So my vision is black. So it's your vision board. Have goals from now. What do you want to do now? Work towards achieving it. What do you want to do it depends on you, what you want to call long term. It could be that you want to go into university, you want to graduate. It could be when you graduate, what you're going to do when you graduate. So it's up to you what you want to call long term. It's up to you what you want to call immediate. Is it that you want to do some courses? You want to get some grades, some kind of grades?
Yeah.
It's up to you what you want to do, but have a board. When you have this vision board, stick to it. You can also change things around. It's also up to you. But have a vision board and work towards achieving everything that you put on the vision board.
Perfect. Perfect. I think everybody, both 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, should have a vision board. I have a vision board. I
I
have it
too.
with my photographs that I need, the house I want to buy, the house I want to live in,
Yeah.
how I want to retire. Everything is on that board. And I
Yes.
treasure it very well. I went
Yes.
to a friend's house as he opened one big cupboard, like a cupboard. He had different photographs. I said, "What's that?" I said, "These are my vision board." He's
Yeah.
achieved everything in that place,
Yes. Yes.
which takes, yeah, go on.
And that's what you link to fully anticipating it to happen. So each time you're looking at the vision board, you know that these things are going to happen. So for somebody who's 17, 20, whatever age, these are the things you know must happen. And as you're seeing it and you're speaking to it, it must happen.
That's it. A young
Yeah.
man came to me about 5 years back and told me that he needed his British passport to come out. And I told him, okay, can you just go and get the photograph of the British passport? It looks stupid. But I said, just get that photograph. That will align your vision. It will align your focus because that's your vision. And
Yes.
amazingly, he went to get it and he gave it to every member of his family, and his vision came true. And
Yes.
that was how he's got his British passport.
Yes.
Now, just
Yes.
the next question is this: someone out there just about hanging on a situation or life itself. What's your advice for the person?
Somebody who is hanging has not been hanged.
Aha,
It
beautiful.
means you
That's
still
what.
have the strength to hang.
Hmm.
And if the person as well is hanging on to a situation or life, and you're hanging, that means you're breathing. That means you're still alive.
Hmm.
If you're still alive, there is hope. What you
Wow.
need to do now, well, I have a mentor who said, if you're down, it means there's nowhere else to go but up. It's
That's it.
such a beautiful statement. If you're
Wow.
down, there's nowhere else to go but to go up.
Hmm.
So all you need to do is not how many times you fell, is how many times you picked yourself up. That's why we have electricity today.
That's it.
There are so many things that will come before you, and they came for a reason. Once you're able to pick yourself back up, you'll be able to inspire somebody and tell them, I was there, but I picked myself back up.
Hmm.
And then you need your vision board. When you're down there, that's when your mind is able to think of things to do. Just get
That's
a
it.
vision board. Put all the ideas that are coming, just put them there.
That's it.
And remember to fully anticipate,
Hmm.
for it to happen.
Wow.
Fully believe that these things must happen. And then another thing, be appreciative.
Hmm.
When I came into this country, I was given a gift by CV coach, and the gift was a car. Then we were all coming in and we were all starting life, like we all did manual jobs. When I
Yeah.
go over a speed bump, this car will bounce. There were no
Wow.
shocks.
Yeah.
Now, but this car, I appreciated it. I loved it. I used to take it to the car wash. People were
Yeah.
taking their new reg to the car wash. Mine was an e-reg. I would take it to the car wash. I would dangle keys like everybody, not posing. I didn't even know that I was doing it. I was appreciating where I was.
Yeah.
If you're hanging on to life, you're better than somebody else. You're always better than somebody else.
Hmm.
Write your vision, write your dreams, write your goals, put them on paper. Fully anticipate it to happen. and begin to appreciate that it has happened. And you'll find yourself up again.
Wow. Now, I hope someone out there is gaining something here. This is just amazing, you know. But look at what Effie said here. He says somebody who is hanging has not been hanged. If
Mm-hmm.
you fall down, by the time you're down, the only way to go is up.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you have your vision board. You know, Louis Sled said something last week. The guy who came in, you know, he went from a miserable bricklayer to a high ticketing coach. He said something. He said, get a sheet of paper. He said, when you get the sheet of paper, he says, split it into two. He said, on this side, write all the things happening. Then on this side, write where you are going. What's your
Mm-hmm.
focus? And
Yes.
that video has clocked over 1,100 views in one day. I
Wow.
just uploaded it just yesterday. People
Wow.
are watching it. People are leaving comments, you know,
Yes.
and it's
Yes.
just amazing. There is no giving up. There is
No.
no room to give up. There's no room for failure. In fact, as every day I look at myself, I see myself as a missionary in this land that I just have to be there to make the money that I want to make the wealth I want to make.
Yeah.
Now, just going straight to the next question, you know, because I know we are almost getting there now. Now, there is someone here who is on the road to greatness, but is being held back by failures of ridicule. What do you have to tell them? I know you've answered this closely, you know, but this is ridicule. You know, people are making jest of them. Why would you do this? Why would you do that? You know, what's your advice to them?
It's a very interesting question because you said the person is on the road to greatness. So they first
That's
of
it.
all have to know if they know they are on the road to greatness. Because
Hmm,
if you know you are on the road to greatness, you're not listening to anybody else. Like I said, the vision is yours. It's nobody
hmm,
else's vision. You have to know if you are on the road to greatness. There's something I always say in my programs. You are going home.
hmm,
You have to get from where you are to your house. It does not matter who ridicules you. It doesn't matter who laughs at you. It doesn't matter what happens on the way. The boss man might stop and say, I'm going no further. The
hmm,
train might say, we're not going in that direction, but you
hmm,
have to get home. That is
hmm,
your vision, that is your target, and that is your dream. If you
hmm.
have to walk, you will walk home. If you have to crawl, you will crawl home. The same with the person on the road to great. You're already on the road. It does not matter. Those people who are ridiculing are the people who will come and praise you tomorrow, are the
That's it.
people who you would inspire to do great things tomorrow.
Hmm.
So, for anybody who has a dream, for instance, or who was working towards a goal, I will advise you to go back onto that path and go back onto that road of greatness. If you desire to achieve it, nothing and no one can stop you. It's as simple as that.
Question answered. It's just like saying, I dropped my case here. So the one that is saying, I'm being ridiculed, being laughed at, the word there is you're on your road to greatness. So the
Yeah,
focus should be the road to greatness.
yeah,
That should be
yeah.
the focus. You know, one of my, oh, the drawing is not here now. One of my managers, I was leaving the trust, the NHS trust, she gave me a painting. But every time I look at this painting, she just painted some trees, running on parallel to each other and a lane in between. And then at the middle of the lane, she now drew two lanes that went back again. She just gave it to me, not knowing the interpretation. But every time I look at it, I say, on your road to greatness, there will be friends that will shield you from the outside forces. He said, but as you move on, there will be distractions on the way, which is the middle road. When I interpreted it to her, she was amazed. She said, I never thought about it, but I'll be bringing it up next week. Now,